Okay. And we're good. Okay.
So we're on Zoom, we're on YouTube, we're good to go?
Yeah. Hi, YouTube. Hi, everyone.
Hi. So yeah, before we get into today's specific topic, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the main Explain Everything use cases. And so there are basically three. So we kind of talk about them, these are recurrent webinars, so we talk about them on a regular basis. Today we're going to be talking about collaboration. So basically that means a bunch of people getting together, up to 20, isn't that right, Cooper? I think.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's optimal, up to 20 people getting together on the same whiteboard at the same time, no matter where they are in the world, and working together. So as you can imagine, this is great for group work or, I don't know, brainstorming sessions, whether you're in the classroom or at the workplace. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But we also have two other scenarios, and yeah. One of them is whiteboard recording. So this is creating explainer videos, which also a lot of teachers seem to really, really like, because it helps kids who are like absent, for example, catch up later on. And then there's also whiteboard presentation, which can again be useful either in the classroom or in the workplace. Yeah, when you're trying to present your ideas, or I don't know, give a lecture or something like that. So as I said, today, whiteboard collaboration is what we're going to be talking about.
Right. Oh, we've already have one question from Anna. Your documentation says up to 25 people can collaborate on a whiteboard. Yes, that's true, though we recommend up to 20. I mean, it can already become a quite an experience when you have 25 people doing the same thing.
It's chaotic. It really is.
It can be, yeah. Yeah, but for best performance, up to 20 is optimal. 25 is the limit. Yes. All right. So as you can see here on this diagram, you can tell that there are some overlapping scenarios. So, but today we're gonna focus just on this whiteboard collaboration, and just to show you really quick what we're gonna do in about a second. This is how this flow looks like. So you will start your project by clicking or tapping the invite button. The invite button might look a little bit different on a platform that you're using. Say, it might display a code. But once you press that inside of a project, you will be presented with this menu. And what you want to do here is only just press this start button there. You don't want to pay too much attention at this point on this part of the screen. So once you press start, your project will become a collaborative one. So that means that you will be able to invite someone. But before you do, you want to select a scenario. Today, we're going to cover a scenario where everyone can participate. So that means that everyone will have access to editing tools. Everyone will be able to move around the canvas and do their stuff, because that's the exercise that we've prepared today. So once you select your scenario here, once you select one of those three scenarios, you will select back to collaboration, which will open the collaboration menu. And from here, all you need to do is to select the share button right there, which will open up the sharing options and will show you what to do next. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get back to my project. Okay, this is the home screen. So where I want to go to library, where I have my local project. Oh, I'm in the library, but I'm in my drive, so I'm going to click back. So right now I'm in my library, and I prepared a project that says countries 1. So this is my project that I want to collaborate on. So currently, this is project on my device. That means it is stored just on this iPad, right?
Yeah, we call them local projects.
Yes. So this is a local project right now, so no one can join. So as I've shown you before, I'm going to press this invite button right here, and so that this whole project is a collaborative one. So I'm just going to press invite.
Basically, what happens when you press invite is the project that was previously local or stored only on your device and available only to you is transformed into a cloud project, which means that you can share it with people no matter where they are.
Right, exactly. And so I've changed one little thing, but just don't pay attention to that. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to press start right there. That's all that I need to do. So once I do that, the collaborative project will launch and will start existing in our cloud, which is called Explain Drive. So before I join to a cloud project, Explain Everything asks me whether I want to join in with enabled microphone, just as you would do when you're joining a conferencing solution like Zoom or Meet. We're not going to do that because we are not going to communicate via voice chat that is in Explain Everything, but you can do that. I'm just going to select mute microphone and join so that there's no echo or feedback.
Yeah, the more devices you have in one room collecting sounds, the more microphones, it can get pretty crazy. So we're going to keep our microphones turned off for now.
Yeah, and we've run into this today many times.
We did.
So we're going to avoid that. So right now, as you can see, I'm in the scenario menu where I can pick my scenario. I want this scenario to be open so that everyone is able to participate. So I'm just going to leave it at open collaboration. Excuse me. So once I picked my my scenario, I'm going to select collaboration right here to get back to the collaboration menu. Okay, so let's do that. And now from here, the collaboration menu opens. And as you can see here, I've got my sharing and invite link. So that's what I want to send to my students, to the other participants, so they can join in and work with me on this particular project. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to press share. And here are the options that I have. So depending on what you're using, you can select many different ways. Like you can send it by email, you can
use an LMS, you can use AirDrop, you can use Slack, you can use pretty much any communicator that you want. So
this is the iOS menu because we are using iPad, but it works almost the same on Android. And in the web version of Explain Everything, you just simply click copy, and it will copy the code, which you can later on paste to a document or as a message somewhere. So I'm going to choose AirDrop this time because Anastasia is right next to me, so I can send the link to her. I'm going to find her iPad. There we go, Anastasia's iPad.
That's me. And I'm getting that message right now, so I'll just accept that.
Okay. So once I do that, I'm just going to press done, and I'm going to close this menu. So as you can see, right now, there's only me in the project. That's Cooper M. But
give me a second, I'm coming.
Someone is joining, right?
Here I am.
Right now we have two people, and Anastasia is one of them. And as you can see, under my name, it says that I'm being followed by Anastasia. So that's what happens when someone joins your project. This means that they will see what you are seeing. That's what following essentially does in Explain Everything. So
so if Cooper here, for example, wanted to give, I don't know, some sort of lecture, right? He would want me to follow him because that way I'd follow him around the canvas and look at what he's looking at. So that's just fine. But if I wanted to go away and do my own thing and I don't know, fill in some exercises or whatever, then after that I would unfollow him, which you'll see me do in just 1 second. Yeah. So that I'll be able to move around the canvas like I want and not as he is.
Yeah. Exactly. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just select outside of this menu. So or press done. I'll just press done. And right now you can see the instructions. So Anastasia, since you are in my project, I just would like to give you the instructions. And this project is a map of the world with a couple of places that are selected, that are marked on the world map. And I want you to pick one country, name it, find its capital, and add a picture of the capital next to the name of this place. So I'll just zoom out, and this is the world map that we have here. So we have 5 countries, and I'll let Anastasia pick one and do the exercise. Okay, exactly. So right now we'll switch to Anastasia's screen so we can show you what she's doing.
Yeah, so you can see what this looks like because we saw what it looks like from the perspective of, say, the teacher's iPad. Now we're going to show you what it looks like from the perspective of the student's iPad. So I'm the student in this particular scenario. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get on Zoom and I'm going to share my screen. Because when I share my screen, you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing.
Right, so I'll just stop sharing my screen so I can easily share yours. Okay, continue. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sharing it somewhere else or here.
Should I continue?
Yep.
Okay. So hopefully you guys can see right now, Cooper, if you could confirm that I'm sharing my screen with you guys right now as the student. And because I'm in Explain Everything, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to, I'll just unfollow Cooper. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tap on where Cooper is and tap unfollow. And this means, as I said before, that I can now move around the canvas as I want, and I don't have to necessarily do what he's doing. One thing, however, before I start editing this this project, Cooper, could you please give me editing permissions? That would be useful.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
So as we mentioned before, there are different ways of doing this. So Cooper is still kind of in like this instruction mode where I don't like have the ability to add. Oh, now I do. There it is. So it could either be that, or then when the teachers finish giving instructions and is ready for input from the students, then they switch the mode, and this this bar appears. Whoops, here on the left, as you just saw. And so now I can add my own things to the canvas. So let's take a look. I think I'm going to pick France. So France is right there. So what should I do first? I think I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Then I'm going to select maybe, yeah, that should be fine. So it was supposed to be the country, right?
Yes, the name of the country first.
France. Then the capital of France is Paris. So that's that. And then I was also supposed to add a picture of said city. So I'm going to go to add media right here. Then after that, I could add a picture that's already on my device, but because we are integrated with Unsplash on iPad, I'm going to tap the option image/GIF from the web. Then I'm going to go to Unsplash and I'm going to type in Paris, enter. What a lovely picture of the Eiffel Tower. So now I'm just going to shrink that picture down and put it right here where it was supposed to be. And yeah, as you can see, the content has been added to my canvas.
Awesome, awesome. So, right, and since this was an open collaboration, Anastasia was able to actually add her own stuff to the whiteboard. And if you would like to do the same thing with us, I will now share the link to this project, so you can also join in. And if you'd like to participate in this project, you will be able to do so. If you don't have the application on your device, you should be able to join in also from a web browser if you are on a computer. So you can do that as well. So I'll just quickly share the link again, and I'm just send it to my my Mac right here, and I'm just gonna post it in the chat in Zoom and on YouTube. So if you'd like to join in, you'll be able to. Okay. Oh, it was canceled for some reason. One second. Because right now you are seeing the, okay, there we go. Anastasia's screen.
Yeah, should I give you the screen back, Cooper?
Yes, please.
Okay, sure. So I'm just gonna go, oops, sorry about that. I'm just gonna go to Zoom in that case and stop sharing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna post in the chat. And here we go. This link usually is shorter. I just copied it from the right from the browser. So if you'd like to join in, please feel free to do so. I'm just gonna share my screen in Zoom right now.
Yeah, if you want to join, as Cooper said, and replicate what I did. Oh, I see somebody is joining. Then feel free to pick a city and add some content, add some pictures. Let's go for it. Who have we got here? Rita. Okay, let's see what you guys got.
Oh, so many people. Nice. So feel free to follow the instructions and try to do the same thing as Anastasia did. If you don't want to scribble or write with your finger or with your mouse, you can also use this this tool. It's called text tool. So once you select it and place the text box somewhere, it will allow you to just type in if you don't like your how you call that?
If you don't like your handwriting,
yeah, like yeah,
pensmanship.
It's really hard to tell whether writing with your mouse is like handwriting, right?
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. So I see we have, it's me and you, Cooper, and 4 other people. Oh, something is happening over there and over there. Sydney, right you are. That is, in fact, Australia, Sydney, Australia.
I think Australia's capital is Canberra, though.
Oh, it was supposed to be the capitals, right? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was just any city in Australia.
And awesome. It's great to see that how things come together on the canvas of Explain Everything.
Can we get anybody adding a picture like I did?
Yeah, you can copy the picture from somewhere else and just post it in.
Add a picture from your device, as I mentioned. You don't necessarily have to use Unsplash, of course.
Oh, there you go, Canberra. Yeah.
Canberra. Are you happy now, Cooper?
Oh yeah, we've made the same error. Don't worry. That's why I know. Actually,
I'm from Canada. Everybody thinks the capital of Canada is Toronto.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
yeah.
chilly, indeed. Right, you are.
There we go. Okay. We're gonna give it.
Oh, somebody's microphone is on.
Yeah, we can. Oh, if this happens to you, you can always select if you're the host. Host is able to mute everyone. So once someone does that, you can just select your avatar there and select mute everyone else.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point because, you know, as a teacher, right, if somebody's being disruptive or you just want everyone to be quiet for a moment so that you can give your instructions, then that option is definitely useful. Oh, thank you, Ottawa. Whoever that was, good job. Somebody's got nice handwriting, definitely nicer than mine.
Yeah, it looks like someone's using a pencil or some stylus.
Pencil doesn't do it for me, unfortunately.
All right.
So you can see how this mimics, right, the kind of group work that you would have going on if this was just a regular, you know, in-class experience. And because that's not really easy or even sometimes possible right now, you can do a collaborative project like we just did and still have everybody kind of in the same place at the same time working together.
Right. And once this whole thing happens, like once your students or participants of the meeting finish their own thing on the canvas, what you can do is we're going to go a step further with what you can do during collaboration. Because we want to present you how other scenarios work. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to change the scenario to presentations. So once everyone's done, I assume that that's the case right now, I'm going to select the collaboration menu again by tapping the code. And right now I can see 4 people in there. Oh, there's a picture.
Lovely.
Awesome. So I'm not going to interrupt that since we expected pictures to come in. So, okay, it's loaded there. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to select the scenario from the bottom right here. And it will get me back to the menu that you've seen at the beginning, right? We've left it at open collaboration so that everyone could join in and work together. Sorry. But now we don't want everyone to do their stuff, right? We want them to focus their attention on what we are seeing. So once I select the presentation scenario, your tools will be turned off and you will be taken to where I am and you will not be able to unfollow me. So I'm just going to do it right now.
So watch that toolbar disappear on the left there when Kuba does his thing.
There we go.
There it is. It's gone.
Okay. For those of you who are watching on YouTube or just not participating, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And we're going to switch to Anastasia's view in a second so that you can also experience it from her end. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to select the Zoom tool And since I know that everyone is following me, I can check that in the collaboration menu. You see the lock icon right there, padlock icon, and it says followed by everyone. That means everyone is seeing what I'm seeing right now. And I can press done. I'm going to select the zoom tool. There we go. So, and now we're going to just zoom in at certain parts of the project like that. And everyone will see what I'm seeing, right? Anastasia, can you confirm?
Yes, I can definitely confirm. So
Okay.
I'm going to go to Zoom in that case, and I'm going to share my screen right now,
Right.
so that you guys can see the difference between what Kuba is seeing and Cooper, I'm sorry, and
That's okay.
sorry, and what I am seeing and what everybody else is seeing. Yes, we definitely want to continue. So let's go to explain everything. All right, and as you can see, the toolbar that I had on my left is gone now, so I can't really add anything to the canvas. And Kuba, if you could just move around a bit and show people how this works.
So we've been to Canberra, Australia. We've already confirmed that that's the right.
We did.
That's the right answer here. Let's move to Chile, right?
So as you can see, I am just kind of following Cooper around the canvas, right? I'm not really, adding anything. I'm not, my microphone is also, off, and I'm just kind of following his train of thought over here. And then when he's done explaining whatever he wants to explain, he can give me my toolbar back, and then I can continue to add things to the canvas, just like we did a moment ago.
Because previously you were able to unfollow me, right? You tapped on my picture and then selected unfollow.
And that does not work right now.
Right, because we are in the presentation scenario.
Exactly.
Right? So that's how you can juggle between those settings. You can either set it just once and just don't think about it anymore, or you can switch back and forth and just take over someone else's perspective. Yep.
Do you want to switch back to your view, Kuba?
Yep.
All right, so let's do that. In that case, I'll just go to Zoom and stop my share once again.
And I'll share my screen again too. All right. So I'm just going to remind that if you have any questions, feel free to use chat or Q&A in Zoom. Okay, so we went through the open collaboration where everyone had access to every tool, and that they could explore the project on their own and add their own things. So pictures, text, writing, and so on. We went through the second scenario presentation where everyone was following the host and was not able to add anything, and they were additionally, because we haven't talked about it, but additionally to well, how do you say it? The chat. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
He's gonna riff it. Okay, let's do it.
Additionally, the voice chat is turned off. Since we cannot really show you how this works since we are together, in the open collaboration scenario, you can communicate, the participants communicate with each other. But the presentation scenario, only the host can be heard, and participants have their microphones muted by default and cannot unmute themselves. So we can go.
So if you're a teacher who has ever wished that you could just make everybody be quiet for like 5 minutes, this is something that we made specifically for you. You're welcome.
That's right. Well, if it only worked like that in real life, well, technology helps there, I guess.
Certainly.
So once we do that, for those of you who are still in the collaboration, you can see that this is still the case. However, these scenarios are just presets. These are just presets of what we call collaboration rules. That means that you not only have two scenarios that you can switch back and forth between, or you can change it on the fly. You can select which parts of those scenarios you would like to use. So we're kind of tapping into the more advanced scenario. But once you press customize, you will see the collaboration rules that are enabled or disabled for that matter. And here we actually see what's behind the scenario, right? So as you can see, I have selected presentation, and Presentation means that everything is turned off for participants. Only the host can move around, add stuff, and so on. And that's the only person who can actually talk and be heard, right? That means the collaboration rules is always follow the host, no editing, and muted microphones. Whereas if I switch to open collaboration, all those toggles are now turned off, which means you don't have to always follow the host. You can edit things, and your microphone is not muted. But
so you can see how this is like geared towards a completely different kind of lesson or lecture.
yes, so you can, even though you can start in the presentation, you can let's do just that. I'm going to switch back to presentation right now. That means all the rules are imposed on participants, but I want them to be able to edit things where I'm looking, say. Let's do just that. So I'm just going to turn on editing. And now I'm going to zoom into Chile. Or maybe not. Or maybe, yeah, China is going to be, I guess, easier. And I can now ask Anastasia to do something here. She cannot, since I'm just going to get back here really quick, sorry. She has to always follow me because that's enabled, but she can edit because I've disabled the editing rule. So she can see what I'm seeing, but she can also, maybe she has to see she has to look at what I'm looking at.
Yes.
And however, she can also add stuff to the presentation at this particular perspective, at this particular
Exactly,
point.
because say Kuba didn't want us to just write any random thing about any random country. Say he wanted to us to talk specifically about Chile, right? So he sets us all to follow him, to follow his train of thought. He zooms in on Chile and he's like, okay, what have you guys got to say about Chile? And let's see, what do I have to say about Chile?
Oh, we are China actually right now.
Oh, are we moved? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
because you
No,
said
that's
that
okay.
originally.
Yeah.
No,
I just
okay.
moved.
I was going to draw a fish because I absolutely love ceviche, but you totally knocked me off my game.
Oh, well,
here.
let's move to Chile then. That's okay. I'm just going to move to Chile.
Everybody gets to see my fantastic artistic talent. So for me, Chile is ceviche. So I'm going to draw a little fish here that is smiling. There we are. Yeah. So
awesome.
That's all I got, but I'm sure your students, I hope your students are more talented than I am.
Right. So we went beyond the instructions, but that's that's where the I guess the creativity comes in. And well, you could experience that. So these are the basics of how you want to go about it. So to sum up, I guess, this basic scenario, we'll get back to the project that we started with. I'm just going to close this one. For those of you who were connected to the project as guests, you could see their name are explainers. That means they are not signed in as an Explain Everything account. You've been probably kicked out from the project unless there was someone in the project that had the Explain Everything account. This means that while you can invite anyone to your project who not necessarily has to have a Explain Everything account, but once you leave the project, they will have to leave as well, unless they have an Explain Everything account. So that's how it works when you invite guests, right? I'm going to get back to the original project we started with, just to sum up. Yeah, let's open it up and edit. Okay, if something wasn't clear or you would like us to go through it again, I'll show you alternative scenarios. Feel free to do so and write to us in the chat. We'll be happy to go through that. So just to sum up, you press the invite button. You start your collaboration here by pressing the start. There are some other options that we can go through if you'd like us to today. And then you select the scenario that you want to go with. We went through 2 scenarios today. Open collaboration where everyone can edit what's on the canvas and they can move around the canvas. And the second one was presentation where they couldn't edit the contents of the canvas and had to follow the host In this case, it would be you. And once you set up your scenario, you select share or copy in case of web version of Explain Everything, and then share the link to your students, to other participants that you want to invite.
And that's when your project becomes a cloud project and other people can join it. So
Right, exactly. So you may ask, where are my cloud projects? Yeah, that's a great question.
Thank you for asking that great question. Good job, Cooper.
All right. So this differs depending on where you are at. In Explain Everything apps on native apps on Chromebooks, Android, iOS, you'll see this. You will see the home screen with those 4 buttons, and on the bottom there's a navigation panel. So once you send this project, your project, and made it a Cloud One collaborative project, you will find it in the library, and it will be in My Drive here. So all your cloud projects, that means the ones that you've sent and made collaborative, will be here. And you can recognize them by looking at the icon in the top right-hand corner of each thumbnail, that there is a cloud icon, which means it's a cloud project. So it's easy to discern. Yeah, and recognize, right? So So as you could see, the countries project that we've worked on together is also there, and you can create folders here and just divide them as you like. But by default, once you create a collaborative project from your local project, that's where it's gonna land. So that's where you'll find it. And I can just move it to workshops, right, like that, and it will just move to the other folder here, right? There we go. Oh, Apple Innovation Summit. Yep. Right. So these are the basics of collaboration. If you would like us to go through some other scenario, feel free. We have some time left, and we'll be happy to answer your questions, because that's where we sum up. Anastasia, do you think we should cover something else also?
I was actually just about to make a wisecrack about how we explain everything, because we're called Explain Everything. But now that you have a different question, I don't know. I think we covered the basics, to be honest. I think that if somebody's got like a specific question in mind, we could maybe cover that. And I don't know, because I don't see the chat right now. So what's going on over there?
Right. Yeah. No. We had no questions this time, which is great.
That means we explained it. We explained everything, right?
Right.
I got it.
Yeah. Actually, we haven't explained everything, but we'll strive to do so. But I wanted to cover something. Oh yeah, right. I'm just gonna create a new project just really quick, and select browser here, just to let you know where you can find more information about Explain Everything in general, and where you can find us and contact us. So once you go to explaineverything.com, hopefully. Am I doing it right?
While he types that in, notice that he just opened an entire live browser inside of an Explain Everything project, which is pretty cool, I thought.
Oh yeah, that's one of the advanced things. Though, yeah. And you can, in this navigation, under resources, you can find a help center. Oh, let's just tap it. Right. Did it work? Yeah. So here's our help center. It's easy to find. And if you have any problems, any questions, you can just type it in there. And if you didn't find your answer there, you can contact us at support@explaineverything.com. So I'm just gonna type it in really quick. Support at, oh, nope.
Oh, we have a question, Angela.
.com. Can you show a little bit about the locking feature? As a teacher of mathematics, it is important that when students write mathematics on top of a diagram and we want it to stay where it is, for example. Okay, so this is more of an editing feature, but yeah. So as you can see right now what I'm doing, this is fairly fairly simple stuff, but my currently selected tool is the hand tool. This is the tool which allows me to move things around, right? So sometimes where I have, regardless of what it is, if it's a picture, if it's a diagram, it's a web browser, we'll add a picture of, let's say this one, that there's an interface of me testing something in Explain Everything, placeholders, right? And I wanted to explain something on this picture, right? But I don't want it to accidentally move. No, so how to do that? You want to select the inspector. And now once it's open, you tap on the thing on the canvas, on an object on the canvas, and it will get this dot frame around it. That means it's selected. So right now I'm gonna go to Lock tab and select Lock. This means that even though I have the hand tool selected, I am not able to move it, right? And as you can see on the top, there was an information that the object is locked. And this means that I can write something on it. Sorry for the doodle, just for the presentation. It will be grouped with the picture. It will not, sorry. Sorry, I wanted, but okay, by default, annotations stick to underlying objects. I think I have it turned off, so sorry about that. But, oh, well, let me check. Okay, going advanced, right here. Auto group drawings, yeah, I had it turned off. Yeah, so let's do that again. Like, let's make an arrow like that. Oh, okay. So yeah. One more time. Yeah, it doesn't like my multi taps. Okay. So okay, I got it. Yeah. Need to test it more. So yeah, once you lock it, the object will not accidentally move. So that answers this question. Sorry, I had to go a little bit deeper and check how it generally behaves. But
that's Cooper for you. But another thing that you can do, which is pretty cool, like one time me and Bart were demonstrating a physics lesson, and we wanted to show this ball like rolling across a surface, right? So we wanted this ball to be able to move horizontally, but not vertically. So this is a little bit different than what you asked about, but it's also really useful when teaching like different, I don't know, school subjects, for example, right? And so you can lock this ball horizontally. I don't know if Cooper, you want to demonstrate that.
Sure.
So you can lock this ball horizontally, meaning that it will be able to move only horizontally and it won't be able to like go up or down or something. So let's just show you how that works right now.
So I just created
an 8-ball.
A shape, and I selected the inspector to open up the menu. And now I'm going to select the ball. And now we have all the lock options under the lock tab. So I'm just going to lock horizontal, which means it will move only up and down. Left, right doesn't work.
Exactly. So you can lock it horizontally, you can lock it vertically. So that's kind of going a little further than what you asked about, but I think it could also be useful because there are quite a few different lock options here.
There's a workaround for locking because right now I can still scale it, right? Which means that I can kind of
you can scale it, but you can't.
But you can also lock that as well. So I'm just gonna lock scale, so it maintains the size.
So it can't get bigger or smaller no matter what you do to it.
Right.
So
once you add something to your project, say if you created a template that you want to share with your students and you don't want them to be moving it around, you can just lock it, and well, they will be able to unlock it, but that takes, so it's not going to be accidental, right? So I think that's what you were going for. Okay,
so
great
question.
For that
question. That was a good question, definitely.
Yeah, so we're happy to answer any sorts of questions about Explain Everything at this point. So feel free to do so. If not, we'll be happy to wrap up.
Yeah.
And invite you to another webinar. I actually wanted to show you the next webinar that we're having, which is great because we'll have guests from Vila Versbush, And
yeah, We Love Eversbusch, just to kind of elaborate a little bit, is a German Apple certified school. And we are going to have a teacher there who teaches PE and math. We Love Eversbusch has been with us for years at this point. And the teacher, Felix, he's going to be telling us a lot about how he uses Explain Everything in the classroom, in the hybrid classroom, and generally in the strange reality we've all found ourselves in this year. So we'd like to cordially invite you for that, for sure.
right. So if you'd like to sign up, just go to explaineverything.com/webinars, and you will find a sign up form there. So if you'd like to explore the scenario about creating video lessons and sharing them not only in the classroom, but for students that are working remotely.
Real lessons from a real teacher. So that's 2 days from now at 11 a.m. Eastern, right? Am I reading that right? So yeah, if you'd like to get like a really hands-on perspective, then definitely join us for that.
Oh yeah. And even if you cannot join in to the live webinar, you can also just sign up and you will receive the video once it's posted. So feel free to do that as well, even if you cannot attend.
Exactly.
All right, I guess that's a wrap. Thank you all for joining in, and we are very happy that you joined and that we could share the webinar with you, the information about collaboration. And we'll be happy to see you again. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach us to connect@explaineverything.com. Even if you didn't like it, let us know. We'll be happy to improve the webinar. And well, have a great day. I guess depending on where you
are. Yeah, because people could be anywhere these days. But have a great day, morning, night, or wherever you happen to be.
Thank you so much, and see you on the next webinar and in Explain Everything. Bye. See you.
Tony says, thanks for the great webinar. Thank you, Tony.